Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. We're here for a team's debut match. We got wrong side of the river, Jacoby and Rue going up against Space Wizards, Mike and Brandon. Nick, comments on the match and specifically the names of the teams.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, the match is going to be interesting. The formation of both these teams is quite an interesting story. I believe Mike played Brandon. The two had very good chemistry as opponents and then formed a team afterward. Rue and Jacoby were featured in a famous post-credit scene last year that I'm still a big fan of. That was a good time. And team names. Are they trying to get to the right side of the river, perhaps? And will they need a space wizard to help them?
Interesting. Let's go talk to the players right now in the promos.
I mean, there's popular things in this community about me, like picking the greatest talents and putting them together so I don't have to do any of the work myself. Listen, I saw you guys mention a post-credit scene, and I said, well, if we're doing cutscenes at the end of stuff, these guys got to be in the faction again. So, and I mean, I'm guessing I didn't know this before this match started, but this is based off of the Mummy, right? This team name that we just
yes,
hey, Benny, you're on the wrong side. Okay, which means we're better than this other team already. So
let's go.
How are you guys feeling?
Hey, Jacoby.
Yeah.
Looks to me like we've got all the horses.
Well, looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river.
Let's play.
All right, so I think I got our mascot right here. It's a space wizard. See, because you can tell he's from space because he's got diddly bongs and pointy nose and pointy ears and a little electric wand.
Yeah,
a wizard.
Yeah.
So that makes him a wizard.
Yep, I totally get that. I love it.
Yeah, so that's what we're going. And I also drew. He's in Starfleet, obviously. So you got a little com badge.
Got the little insignia right there. Yeah, I got you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah. Set phasers to fun, everybody. it's Avada awesome. Get what I'm saying? Let's just play.
Warp speed.
Nick, set your phasers to fun. I liked that. That was funny. What do you think of the promos?
I wouldn't mind listening to like just a bunch of Fandom themed catchphrases from Mike Shea for a while.
Set phasers to fun was good, but then Avada
awesome.
That was pretty rough.
I'm excited, Tim.
All right, let's get into the match. How's round number one going to work, Nick?
Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player will answer individually on their whiteboard. They'll have 15 seconds to do so. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answers and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions we get in round number one?
No.
All right. Your first question will come in the category of Middle Earth. The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, opens in East Farthing Woods with Frodo waiting for whom?
I never know the difference between who and whom.
That one felt like a whom.
Does Anna know?
You know the difference between who and whom?
Yes.
Oh, she said yes. Like, yes.
3, 2.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but
pens down. Let's go to Mike.
Waiting for Gandalf.
Rue.
Gandalf.
Brandon.
I'm wrong. I put Sam.
And Jacoby.
Gandalf
is correct. All right, your next question is going to come in the category of Marvel. Who plays the Punisher in Punisher Warzone? Also known as Punisher Melee.
Who is the subject and whom is the object?
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I knew that somewhere in the back of my brain.
I didn't. But also, great Melee joke.
Thanks. Cody gave me a look from backstage.
That's fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rue.
Ray Stevenson.
We will go to Brandon.
I misheard the question. I put Thomas Jane.
We will go to Jacoby.
Ray Stevenson.
And Mike.
Ray Stevenson.
Ray Stevenson is correct. What's
Sorry,
next?
Mike.
Your next question comes in the category of Disney animation. In Meet the Robinsons, what is the first kind of animal that bowler hat guy brainwashes to try and grab Lewis? If you could
I
be
remember.
named-
I remember before I saw this, I was asked a question about it, and the answer was bowler hat guy, and I was super confused at what the fuck this movie even was. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brandon.
T-Rex.
We'll go to Jacoby.
I also said T-Rex.
We'll go to Mike
Never saw it, so I'm going off the trailer. T-Rex.
and Rue.
I said a monkey.
All are incorrect. We're looking for a frog.
It was-
Okay.
yeah.
Never saw it.
All right. So your next question is going to be in the category of scores and soundtracks. Which Pixar film soundtrack has song titles The Great Beyond and Jump to Earth? I stumbled a little bit on that one.
It was some weird enunciation.
Yeah. I thought the question was going somewhere else. Glad you and I are on the same page.
Which Pixar film soundtrack?
I thought I was going to say which Pixar film has taken with the no.
Repeat. Sorry.
All right, that's going to be the
I
first
just
repeat.
thought of it.
That's going to be the first repeat for Wizards. Which Pixar film soundtrack has songs titled The Great Beyond and Jump to Earth? That was better, right? That was a little bit better.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
good.
That was good. Thank you.
That's okay. Maybe you could edit the way you just asked the question over the first time you asked the question.
I might do it. 5, 4,
Like
3,
how they did Chef on South Park when they killed him.
and down. Let's go to Jacoby.
There's a few options, but I'm going with Soul.
Go to Mike.
Wally.
We'll go to Rue.
I also said soul.
And we will go to Brandon.
I said Soul as well.
Soul is correct.
That makes sense.
So, Nick, I have the score 6-3. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. How do the guards keep Harley away from the bars of her jail cell at the beginning of Suicide Squad? No, the.
Yeah, when the was dropped this time, it was not cleaner.
Suicide, comma, no, the. Suicide Squad, comma, no, the.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The movie.
Yep.
5, 4,
Esquire.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mike.
It was her word. She's suspended.
Let's go to Rue.
I said they electrify the bars.
Let's go to Brandon
I put electrify the bars as well.
and Jacoby.
I said they electrify them.
Electrify is correct. So 7-4.
8.
8-4. You're right.
8-4.
8-4. My bad. 8-4. Your next question is going to be in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek Nemesis, who is the last character to speak to Shinzon before he dies? I
was walking the other day.
Go ahead. Yes.
Just strolling along,
Mm-hmm.
walking up some stairs, tripped, hit my shins on the stairs.
You've done this before. You've literally made the same joke before. 5.
And I realized I had like
2,
halfway through, and I was like, I'm
Came from an open mic.
Let's go to Mike.
Captain Picard.
Let's go to Rue.
Picard.
Brandon
I put Data.
and Jacoby.
It was either one of those two, but I also said Data.
Picard is correct. What is next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, what is the name of the device Hermione uses to go back and save Buckbeak and Sirius?
My favorite one still to this day is And I'll be your shoulder. Is the
That
best.
was a weird reference at the time.
Yeah, but it was great.
Edwin McCain.
4, 3. What was it? 2.
Edwin McCain is the name of the person.
Oh, pens down. We'll start with Rue.
Time turner.
We'll go to Brandon,
Time turner.
Jacoby,
Time turner.
and Mike.
Time turner.
All are correct. 11-7. Your next question is in the category of James Bond. How many times has Roger Moore played James Bond?
So back to bowler hat guy. If you could be known as like that guy based on like something you wear often.
By something I wear. Probably sweatshirt guy.
Sweatshirt guy.
I wear a lot of sweatshirts. Not right now when you're asking me this, of course, but
What about like you could be like single big hoop earring guy.
ooh, 5, 4. That'd be intense. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Brandon.
I'm gonna change mine at the last minute. I'm gonna be so mad if I'm wrong, but I put 3.
Let's go to Jacoby.
Oh, I said 6 times.
We'll go to Mike.
4.
We'll go to Rue.
7.
7.
Oh, and
Ooh, wow.
Hey.
I did
Yeah,
not think he was that long.
He got old. Nick, what's next?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film was the first to feature an ape killing another ape?
Ooh.
So Domino's was delivered to my house as this match started. And
Nice.
It was filling the air.
Eat. What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What about the time I ate cheese bread? You can eat your pizza and host.
We got cheese bread, too.
Eat. What are you doing? 5,
About it.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'll explain the rules. You take a bite. Let's go to Jacoby.
I said Conquest of the Planet of the Apes.
Mike.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Rue.
Said Battle for the Planet of the Apes.
And Brandon.
I didn't get to finish my answer. I put Conquest for the Planet of the Apes.
The answer is Escape from the Planet.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, right. The other one. It's
the other one.
All right, guys. Your final question in this round is going to be in Law and Order. Who kills the main villain and diplomat Rudd in Lethal Weapon 2? Diplomat. You know what I did this week? Magic Mike's Last Dance.
You saw that?
I did.
Do you want to see that?
Pretty good.
No.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Refuse.
5, 4,
I haven't seen the first 2 dances.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
Is it Leo?
Let's go to Rue.
I figured it was a 50-50. I said Murtaugh.
We'll go to Brandon.
I went the other way. I said Riggs.
And Jacob.
It's the line that's just been revoked. Murtaugh.
Murtaugh is correct.
Ah.
So, Nick, at the end of round
Ouch.
1, I have River up 14-7.
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. Would you like me to explain round number 2? You can eat a
Sure.
piece of pizza?
Oh, I'm going to wait till the end anyway, but you can do round 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Round number 2 is going to work like this. It's the wheel round. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they got to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you want to check the multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available, so be on the lookout. Wizards, you have 2 repeats remaining. River, you have all 3. Both challenges are intact. The categories on the wheel today are American Spies, Scores and Soundtracks, DreamWorks Animation, YA, Star Trek, Middle-earth, Wizarding World, and MCU. So, River, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer?
We're going to go first, right?
Yeah, we're going to take this wheel right now.
Yep.
Okay. So, this is yours.
Diplomatic immunity. That should be a Phantom team name.
Lands on YA.
Spin that again?
Yeah, let's spin again.
Yeah, we'll swing him.
Okay. This is what you are stuck with. DreamWorks Animation.
All right.
All right.
Take your time.
Nick, would
Will
you
do.
please go ahead and read River their questions in DreamWorks Animation?
Gladly. Wrong side of the river. Are you prepared for your questions in the category of Disney animation?
No,
No.
not Disney. Not at all.
Sorry.
Good.
DreamWorks.
Then I'll give you the
Cool,
ones in
good.
DreamWorks instead. All right.
Please. Thank you.
Your first question. Which DreamWorks film features the characters Phil, Hope, Dawn, and Guy?
You say Pope or Hope?
Hope.
He said Hope.
Phil, Hope,
Phil-
Dawn, and Guy.
Phil, Hope, Don. Oh, yeah, it's the Croods, A New Age. Phil Betterman, Hope Betterman, and Guy is
Yes,
Ryan
Guy.
Reynolds' character. So
Take
the
it.
Croods, A New Age. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
Nice. Nice job.
Your second question. Gratuity Tucci goes by what nickname in the film Home?
This is one of the sucky ones.
Oh, God.
Gucci.
Who is that? What character is that?
Gratuity Gucci. I didn't even know. I only know so
Is there somebody named Tip? I would
That's a-
go multiple. I would go multiple on this, but
Let's be safe, but that's a
Multiple
pretty
choice.
great guess. Yeah.
Hey, your multiple choice options are: is it A. Dime, B. Tip, C. Bill, D. Penny?
let's go Tip.
Yeah, let's go that.
Tip.
final
Final
answer.
answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Gratuity
I was
Gucci.
thinking out of my
Tucci.
mind.
You said Tucci, right?
You said Tucci, and he said Tucci, and then he repeated himself. Gratuity Gucci. It was so funny.
All right. Your third question. Who voices the lawyer Leighton T. Montgomery in B Movie?
That's John Goodman, Rue.
Take it.
John Goodman, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Who is the first member of the Furious Five to have their chi stolen by Kai in Kung Fu Panda 3?
I'm pretty sure first member of the Furious Five. I'm pretty confident it's Crane, Rue.
Take it.
Crane, final answer.
That's unfortunately incorrect. Space Wizards chance for a 2-point steal.
I think it's Mike. I think it's Tigress because she was the first one to fight him.
Yeah,
I'm
makes
pretty
sense.
sure. Tigress, final answer.
That's unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for Mantis.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta watch that again. Okay.
All right. And River, wrong side of the river. Your last question. In Abominable, how are the two people who join Yi and Everest on their adventure related?
They're siblings, aren't they?
I'm not entirely sure on this one. But if you watched that recently and you want to go
Not
for
recently, but I'm pretty positive because I believe it's an older brother and sister. Where we're at, how do you feel? You want to shoot for it again, or you want to go multiple?
it, I would say let's go multiple. If you're not over 90% sure.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, cousins, B, brothers, C, father and son, or D, uncle and nephew?
So they're either so it's either cousins or brothers, right?
Yeah, let's repeat the options because I felt like it was a boy and a girl who went with them, but I'm not positive here. I know it's a little boy. I know it's a little boy for sure. I can't remember
Remember the options one more time, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
The options again: is it A, cousins, B, brothers, C, father and son, or D, uncle and nephew?
It is.
Do you
I thought it's a boy and a girl. Like I thought. So cousins seems like it makes the most sense here.
Yeah, let's go cousins.
Cousins, final answer.
That is incorrect. Space Wizards chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, cousins, B, brothers, C, father and son, or D, uncle and nephew.
I never saw this.
It's got to be they got to be two males then because all the other options are males. So I'm gonna go with brothers. You okay with that, Mike?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Go ahead.
Okay, brothers, final answer.
That is correct for a 1-point steal.
All the other options were two males. So
All right.
Said
So
siblings. Damn.
with that, I got River up to 19, but with the Steel Wizards at 8.
That's correct.
Okay, we will bring back the wheel for the Wizards spin, which lands on Wizarding World.
Mike, I'm pretty good on that. If you are,
I am too. Let's
Okay.
take it.
let's take it.
Yep, not gonna get that lucky twice.
Nope, we're not.
Gentlemen, I'll be giving you your questions in the wizarding world. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your first question. Actor Ralph Fiennes first appears in which wizarding world of film?
Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, what is the number platform that wizards must use to get to Hogwarts, to the Hogwarts Express?
9 3/4.
Yeah, 9 3/4, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Which escaped beast does Newt recapture in Central Park in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
It's the big rhino.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the big rhino. I don't know the name of it.
I think I do, but I'm not 100%.
You want to do multiple?
Multiple choice.
Okay, multiple choice, please.
All right, your options are A, Occamy, B, Demiguise, C, Arampant, or D, Niffler.
It's C. It's the Arampant.
It's the Arampant, yeah.
Arampant. Final answer.
C, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your fourth question. What is the name of the wizard bank that Harry, Ron, and Hermione rob in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Gringotts.
Gringotts.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, what is the full name of the student who tries to sneak Harry a love potion?
Romilda Vane.
Yes. I had to think about it for a second.
Romilda Vane, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points and the clean sweep of the wizarding world, bringing Wizards total up to 17 to Rivers 19. Is that what you have,
All
Nick?
right.
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, let's
Expecto Patro snap.
let's get into
I'm
round
writing these down.
Let's
Round
get
number
into
3.
round 3. Nick, what's going to happen?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the teams hear the category, they can choose who will take the first question. The other player must then take the second. They can reset for questions 3 and 4. And teams can confer on the 5th and final question. Once the player hears the question, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Teams, any questions as we get in round 3?
No.
Take it away, Tim.
All right, the first category you can bet points on is the MCU. Let's get bets starting with River. Who's going to take it and how much?
I'm taking it for 2.
Okay, and Wizards?
Me, I'm taking for 2.
Okay, here's your question in the MCU. What is the name of the weapon that Gore obtains at the beginning of Thor: Love and Thunder?
Of those 2 options, which would you prefer?
What?
Love or Thunder?
I think he means Love or Thunder.
Love.
Well, what about the Thunder?
2.
Kachiga.
Hands down. Let's start with Mike.
This is right. The Ebony Blade.
And Rue.
Said the Necro Sword.
The Necro Sword is correct.
Yeah.
So
Good pull,
21
Rue.
to 15 is now the score. Nick, what is the next category?
Next category is YA.
Let's get bets, starting with Brandon.
1 point.
All right, and Jacoby.
0.
All right, Nick, what's the question?
Your question is, in Insurgent, which 2 people go on trial at Kandor with a truth serum?
Nick, if Brandon hits this, we're going to move on to the next question. If Brandon misses this, River will win the match.
That is correct. Well done.
Just wanted to update that for our fans out there watching this.
The light behind you makes it looks like you look very angelic.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Jacoby, who bet 0.
Max and Triss.
And Brandon.
Dang, I put 4 in Triss.
4 and Triss is the correct answer.
Oh, thank God.
That makes it 16 to 21. 3 questions remaining. Your next category is sci-fi icons. All right, let's get bets starting with River. Who's taking it and how much?
I'm taking it for 1.
Okay, and who's taking it for Wizards?
I'll be taking it. Betting 1.
All right, your question in the category of sci-fi icons. Which Predator film features a doctor who turns out to be a serial killer?
And I believe the only way we move on is if... Oh, you know already? Okay. Shut up. Got cheesy bread waiting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love a good cheesy bread.
Spinach and feta.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mike.
Predator 2.
And Rue.
Predators.
And your winners, wrong side of the river. Predators was the correct answer. Nick, thoughts on the match?
This funny. Jacoby lingered for a minute for me at the end right there. Good match. Wrong side of the river dominated in round 1. And then we got to a point where they were even in knockout territory if Space Wizards spun the wrong thing, and Space Wizards wound up making it a 2-point game instead. So I think Wrong Side of the River proved that they are very dominant, that they could be a very good team going forward. But Space Wizards may have proved to be a bit of an underdog in this, who could have come out with the win if one or two things went a little differently. So overall, great match, Tim.
Yeah, let's start post-match interviews by talking to Wizards.
Absolutely. Mike, Brandon, I believe it was I who maybe suggested this team way back when.
Yes, it was
I'm
you.
gonna ride the coattails of our team's awesomeness.
Just saying.
It was. Yeah, it was.
You want a cookie, Nick?
Good idea. You guys worked very well together, especially in round 2. You worked to get yourself back in the game. You made it a very competitive game in round 3. And yeah, overall, I think there's some chemistry to learn as you play more as a team.
I do think that me and Mike have a good vibe so far. So
I could see this being a very good team in the future. How do you guys feel about your first match?
I mean, I feel pretty good. We fill in enough of each other's gaps, but
Right.
also enough of an overlap to where we can still help each other out and increase the chances for success. I
Absolutely.
typically list Star Trek as a strength, but I know my wizarding world very well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we complement each other quite well.
Yeah. And I apologize for my weak performance there in round 1, Mike. That's usually not how I do, but it happened.
We were both playing in the round, dude. It wasn't just you, man.
Guys, we will definitely see you again. Is there any teams out there that you want to maybe go up against next time?
I mean, if you've heard me, we'll say it once. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't go looking for trouble.
Trouble finds me.
I let them come to me. So anybody that wants to take on this squishy happy face is welcome to. We're here to have fun.
Absolutely.
Well, we look forward to it. Congratulations on a match well played. We'll see you next time for sure. As we bring in our winners today, Wrong Side of the River. Are we on the right side now? What does it take to?
We're always searching. They were on the wrong side.
They're on that.
Oh, stop. Well, guys, you guys did fantastic. You got enough of a lead, I think, in round 1 where maybe you felt comfortable taking a swing or two in round 2, and that's okay. Like, those are the times to take swings because you let up a steal there and still had enough to end the match by question 3 in round 3. So how do you guys feel about your performance as a team? I believe this is the first time you two have been a team, even though you've been around for quite a while. So how are you guys feeling about it? What are your thoughts?
I feel excited. I thought that was great. It was a little scary there. I'll admit. I was a little nervous when they was like, Wizarding World, and they go for 10 for 10. And no, but I thought we worked well together, and I'm always very in awe of Rue and, his immense knowledge, and I'm here as well, and we're here, and we're working together. And thank you, Cody, for just always being like, when he comes in, it's like, do this, bet this. I'm like, oh, thank God, I can take that off my right. Rue, how you feeling?
No, I'm good, really good, actually. Jacoby, we just work really well together. We do. Even in that DreamWorks round, we had 2 of those answers off of 2 points, but we kind of talked it out knowing the score, like, yo, we weren't sure about it. So that shows like we have more knowledge. On top of the fact, pretty sure they hit just about every DreamWorks film we haven't really got to recently.
Worked your way
So
in the middle there.
we worked our way, and it was like, oh, another one we haven't seen. Cool, we're still in the lead. And I really love the matches that aren't blowouts, that show we can still win when it gets close and you have to hunker down and still pull out the win, even especially before the 5th question. So I actually really like coming out of those with wins, because that shows, yo, we can take a hit and keep it moving. So,
Cody.
Yeah, I said this in another post match that Tyler and Brittany, when we had them to the faction, like I was excited to manage them, but this is the team that I'm most excited to manage because I got to watch them both from afar for a long time and never got to manage them. They have so much knowledge and they're able to play really well together. That's proved by round 1. I love that Rue said he loves a close and tight game. That could be the complete opposite of what Jacoby would feel. He would love to win every match so he doesn't have to bet anything. But no, I think this shows a lot. Like, we had the huge lead. We took some shots. They swept, but this shows like coming back. And again, if they hit that first question with us, we're still 2 points going back and forth. Like, it's a tighter game going forward. So that team did really well. I think this is our first steps as a team, but it's just proven at this point. Fandom Fights runs through the Phoenix Club at this point. So if anybody wants to play any of the top players, they've got to come play one of us at this point. So I'm excited for what's next, and I don't care who's next.
Very fair. Well, yeah, guys, listen, I also look forward to what's next. Jacoby, you've got a singles match coming up. Your return singles match. Rue, you've been having a killer year already. You, at the very least, have challenged for a belt. At the very most, you are the champion right now. Congratulations. Not to spoil the order we shoot things in. But regardless, you guys will be going up against another rookie team who won their first match. So they will be in very... Obviously, those haven't happened yet since this is the first rookie teams match that is occurring. But
probably like 6 Kingsman teams that just switch partners. Yeah, that should be fun.
One of the possible options is a Kingsman team that switched partners.
Love it. Let's go.
We will see you guys in the next match. Congratulations on the win today. Tim, Thanks. Wrap it up. Put a bow on it.
Great match. It was nice to see Rue and Jacoby as a team, and also Brandon and Mike, people who, have been around for a while, getting into different teams. I like that. Not the whole switcheroo thing that you were talking about before, but just the circumstances. It was fun. I enjoyed the match a lot. So thank you to Jacoby and Rue. Thank you to Brandon and Mike. Thank you to Cody. Thank you to Nick for writing this one. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time on another episode of Fandom. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.